The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. And it's about time we change that. If you have your smartphones, if you Google right now, university makes me. If you Google that right now, you know the first 4 automatic answers? Anxious, depressed, feel like a failure, stupid. Google, by the way, the tech giant, right, that happens to hire a lot of engineers, 15% of their staff doesn't have a professional college degree. Why? Because our education system is outdated. It was built in the 1900s. It was built for the industrial age. It was built for people to prepare themselves to live and have a creative life in the industrial world. It's outdated now. I can prove it to you. How many of you have a smartphone here? Great. How many of you had the same smartphone 2 years ago? Some older generation people. Welcome back. If I had asked 5 years, nobody would raise their hand. If I had said 10 years, you'd be like, what are you, crazy? We want the latest operating system in our mobiles, in our laptops, in our home appliances. But the platform that impacts the entire humanity is more than 100 years old. Hasn't been updated. We live in the information age. This old standardized education model is based on linearity, conformity, and batching people. It's outdated. I would say it's almost getting obsolete, right? We live in the information age. Something that you learn in the beginning of the university is obsolete by the time you graduate. Peter Diamandis, he said between 2016 and 2022, there will be as many technological changes, as many as we had between 1900s and 2000. That's more than 2,000% growth. And that's just the beginning of the exponential curve. Many of the interesting jobs today that we have didn't exist 5 years ago. What do? We don't live in the age of standardization. We live in the age of customization. Let me tell you a story. Do you guys know this guy? Kevin Systrom. So this guy worked in a marketing job. During the day, he would work in a marketing agency, and he will come back home, take out his computer, and start programming, right? And he got so good at programming, he built an app called Bourbon. He later, after a few iterations, called that app Instagram. At the age of 28, he sold that app for $1 billion to Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, a college dropout. We don't live in the age of standardization. We live in the age of customization, and everybody can teach themselves. No two people are the same. How many of you have siblings? How many of you have siblings? Perfect. Did your parents ever come up to you and said, hey, come here, remind me, which one are you again? Never happens. Even if you're Indian, doesn't happen. There's 500 million people there. Doesn't happen. No two people are the same, and neither should be their education journey. We all want to be unique, at least the original copy, right? And we are unique. Start designing your unique education. And it's never been easier. Did you know that all the classes that MIT students are taking today, you can go online and take the same classes for free? Not just MIT. You can go on edX.org. There's MIT, Harvard, Berkeley, some of the best universities in the world. Pick the courses you like. Take them. Do you guys know Udemy? You can go on Udemy and learn basically everything from programming to photography, right? Turn your passions into your professions. You can do that. Most of the courses are less than $200. I've purchased courses in their promotion for $15, right? You can do that. Start educating yourself. And that's the first key. Just the only one. The next one, here's how you take it to the next level. How many of you know this guy, Elliot Bisnow? No one. Great. So this guy was a young American entrepreneur living